Okay, welcome to the stream. It's super early and it took me a lot longer to wake up than I anticipated. So I'm like running to get this going. Let me know if the audio mix is not right. Both my regular headphones and my Bluetooth headphones were being jerks, so I'm guessing here. If either one needs up or down, let me know. So yeah, this is DoReMi Fantasy. Hopefully I can start doing these live streams more often in the morning. Maybe not 6:30, maybe more like 7 or 7:30 now. Just sometime before I get to the office, doing these kind of drink my coffee, play some video game kind of streams a couple times a week, once or twice a week, something like that. Well, like I said, this is DoReMi Fantasy. This was a Super Nintendo game that came out only in Japan. It was never translated until the Wii came out, and we got the awesome Wii Virtual Console, and they finally went ahead and did a translate. Well, actually, they didn't translate it. They just threw it on Wii Virtual Console. It was the first time I ever played it. And it was kind of weird and awkward. I had no idea what the heck was happening, but super fun game. And this is actually a hacked ROM on my EverDrive on original hardware going through the RetroTink. And so I played through this not too long ago. I want to play through it again because it's a nice, chill, perfect for barely awake times. That should be start. Hey, Omega. Thanks for joining. So the story's kind of weird here. You know, there's just some random forest people and random forest animals playing with a little fairy and all that kind of stuff. It's actually technically a sequel to Milon Secret Castle, but it's very loosely connected. There's no real, connect between the two stories at all. But yeah, and his little fairy friend gets kidnapped. Well, hey, Lane Bucket, thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing people Uber. I really appreciate it. I'm halfway through East 2. I need to get back to it, but I've been playing other things, obviously getting ready for this and all this stuff. Lots of pointless story. He's going to tell me the way of the woods. It's really important. Some high quality instructions of the ways of the woods. Use springboards. It'll be windy. All right. A moth just flew in here. Smacked right in my light. So yeah, as you can see, it's real chill platformer. Really taking a cue out of Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. PAL definitely did its own version of that, and it's probably one of my favorite games of all time, just because it is so cute and just fun to play. Milon is very weak. You get 3 hits based on your color of your uniform here. And you can jump on enemies, but it doesn't actually hurt them. It kind of stuns them. It doesn't get rid of them. And then your bubble blower is what really does all the work. And that level's super short. And a lot of them are. A lot of levels are very short. Yeah, very bubble type idea, for sure. Wait for him to... Yeah, and if you ever mess up and accidentally shoot someone with a bubble you don't want to, because you can kind of do that. There we go. Didn't really need it, but if you don't need the power-ups to, you know, give you extra hits and all that stuff, what it'll do is give you these little music notes. It'll count as music notes. And these music notes are basically the same as, like, coins in Super Mario and all that kind of stuff. So the more of those you get, the more likely you'll get a 1-up and that kind of stuff. There's always little hidden bits inside of these breakable blocks and things like that. Ride down this log for no reason at all. It does nothing. It's just cute. Most of the things in this game are just cute. Yeah, Uber, this is a HAL game. Now, bubblegum will give you the ability to float if you happen to screw up and fall right here. Oh, just like that. So he blows a nice big bubble and floats for a minute. Good thing I picked it up. Totally screwed up my jumps. Oof, almost did it again. And wow. Fall already. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's be a little more cautious here. There we go. Ooh, almost didn't make that one. This is not a very hard game whatsoever. I mean, it's one of those you can beat in an afternoon really easily. But there are definitely a couple like spots to where, you know, it's a pit and you're gonna die and that kind of stuff, and it's treacherous, just treacherous enough because you only have a few lives, at least in this first couple levels and stuff, until you really start picking up enough stuff. Oh, there's a 1-up down there. I'll go get that. I kind of want all this stuff too. There we go. And this little power-up, very reminiscent of Sonic. You're just invincible for a little bit. Secrets. And you can collect power-ups. If you just saw, there's that little double blower thing that actually kind of extends your bubble blows. Those are good. And there's another one. I can't remember exactly what the difference of the two icons is. That gives you you can shoot more faster, basically. It just increases your shot. And then there's one other one. I'm trying to think of what it is. I want to say it's like a boot. First time you get to use his power-up, if you hold down Y, he does that, and he'll eventually shoot out a bunch of bubbles. Boo! Just like that. Some people are from Austin stream. Yeah, we love to hang out with Austin. I've been buddies with Austin for a long time. I guess I use the word buddies slightly loosely because I've never actually met him in real life, but I've known him for a long time on here. Stuff like that. We used to do stuff back in the day, back in Game Trailers day, because we're old. Here's the first, they do this a few times, wind levels. And there's like a little bit of wind for you, and then all the little creatures here just kind of fly at you randomly. It's like a little mini level of Medusa heads from Castlevania, basically. See, now he's getting blown a little bit. Got to hold on to his hat. I love the animations in this game and all that kind of stuff. They're very cute, and there's a lot of personality here. I just realized I said this was Howler. This is not Hal. It's Hudson. Hudson Soft. I don't think Hal developed it. All right, so we're meeting our first composer. This whole game has you collecting instruments, and we have to find all the instruments, go to these composers, and then they break the curse on them, and that's how you fight bosses and things like that. Five legendary instruments that were stolen by his minions. They've been cursed, stealing their true power. Almost very reminiscent of like a Zelda game, randomly. There's a lot of, they pull from a lot of different things here. It's really great. I mean, he kind of looks like Link and stuff like that too, and not that Mylon didn't have his, you know, this very similar style in the NES game, but it was obviously way more played down than the woodland, you know, fairy type look and all that kind of stuff. I need more coffee. Yeah, and then each level here in this game, each world, I should say, ends with these, like, basically a ghost house level. Like I said, there's a lot of influences here. You can definitely see, you know, the Mario world, a little bit of kind of Zelda storytelling, and then, you know, kind of back here again to the Mario world, little ghost house. Definitely, you know, there's a little bit of Kirby in there too, and the stylings and stuff. It's just, they pulled a lot of influences, but in kind of the best way. It doesn't feel like a ripoff. It feels like, you know, taking what they know and taking what other people were doing and really making the best of it. It's a real shame this didn't come out in the West, you know, originally translated and all that kind of stuff, because I have a feeling it would have been very popular. Maybe they just thought it'd be too cute? I'm not really sure, but as popular as Kirby was and popular as Super Mario World was, I feel like this would have been a pretty good hit for him. Should be... There we go. Lane Bucket, my first console growing up was actually the Atari 2600. I don't really remember. I mean, I remember bits and pieces. I was pretty young, obviously. And my parents got rid of it pretty quick for the NES. And that was basically my first one that we had in the house full-time. And I still have that same NES. And then after that, it was the Genesis. And those were basically the two I held on to for the longest. Back when everybody got the Super Nintendo, I still stayed a Sega kid and still kept my NES. And then when everybody moved on to the 32-bit stuff, I kept playing 16-bit until I got a PC. So that was kind of my little gaming history there, even though you only asked for the first one. So yeah, you step on these little switches, unlock little walls or floors, depending, and that's it. Find one key. It's kind of weird. It seems like there should be multiple keys. Everything's very condensed in this game. You always expect there to be more, but there's just this one bit that you do. Unlock that. Come through this weird axe-wielding creature. It's so kind of creepy. It's awesome. Crazy axe-murdering circle. I don't know what to call them. All right, our first boss. Bosses are pretty typically easy. There's a couple of them that are like really stupid hard, surprisingly. Kind of see him climb up the trees in the back, and then he falls on you. Then he just kind of walks to you. And you just hit him with bubbles. Always with the bubbles. Where's he coming? There? That was it. I mean, like, piece of cake. But there are like 2 or 3 of them that are kind of ridiculously hard. And not in the sense that they're just really hard, they're just, there's so much happens thrown at you that you're not, especially in this game, not used to. It really catches you off guard. No problem, Omega. Thanks for coming. So that's World 1. We got the flute. So now we go to the next world, and we have to find 5 stars to break the curse. And that's kind of the whole progression of this game after that. It's going to be a nice little cameo here in a second. Nobody can eat all the candy. So sad. A dentist? And there's Bomberman. Anybody have a preference on which one I pick? Black or white? Wee, boop, 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 boop. No? No? I'm gonna go with then. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, it was tied. It was tied, so we, you know, got to eeny, meeny, miny, mo that thing. Plus, we're delayed. So, spoiler alert, if you would have picked the black guy, he would have actually blown you up. And the story would have kept going on anyway. There's really no wrong answer, obviously. They're not going to be like, well, you screwed up the intro scene. But yeah, that's what he does. He ends up, of course, exploding you. Yeah, so now we're on a giant world of sweets. We're on a, you know, birthday cakes, birthday candles, and everything like that. I do like that kind of every world has its own selection of enemies and characters and things like that. It keeps things fresh for being a game that's, you know, kind of simple and cute at heart more than anything else. Come on, I want all these blocks. So there's our first star. Some are really easy. They're just basically right out in the open. And there's a couple levels as we get going that it's quite the maze to find them, and annoyingly so. And you have to do it. You might have to go back once or twice. This has a really good system to where at any point in time you can pause and then hit select and leave a level, which is really nice if you need to come back and collect something you miss, or you can kind of abuse it later when you're fighting bosses, things like that, and go back to a level, get some power-ups, pause and select, get out of there, and then go fight the boss.
Oh, good thing I had bubblegum. I just jumped right over that. That's what I get for looking at chat. Can't get up there. Let's go a little further left, see what's up. Ah, there's the boots. That's what I was thinking of. Thanks, orange piece, jerk. What do the boots do? I kind of forgot. Oh, that's right, they let you float. That's why they got wings on them. So they let you kind of do this float, which is nice. It helps you kind of really be sure of your landings and things like that. Yeah, give me that. Now I'm blue. Ooh, a little slow down. Ooh. Like there's a pumpkin guy in this for no reason. I don't know if they're going for like the candy Halloween theme. That's what I would assume, but like nobody else is. Nobody's else's Halloween theme. He's just this weird little pumpkin guy. Wait, did I find the star in this level? Yeah, no, I'm still in that level. Candyland does look delicious. I coincidentally have cookies for breakfast because I was running late. I was oddly hungry. I'm not much of a breakfast person, so I just grabbed some cookies out of the cupboard. I really just needed something to eat. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of walls are breakable that don't look breakable too. So you can find a lot of secrets that way and stuff. Especially in this one with all the candy. It's a big theme here, so sometimes it's best to just break as much as you can and see what happens. This mess of a secret area. Let's do this. That was it? Okay. More up there. There's obviously more in here, but how do I get to it? There we go. Another boot, which just gives me some more music notes. All the one-ups. See if I have another way down. I haven't done one of these bonus stages yet. There we go. There we go. Bonus stage. Pizza too. Man, pizza for breakfast is great. Count the toy birds that fly across all the way across screen. Okay. This one's kind of a sucky one, but so 3. He goes back. One, 2, 3, 4. And a UFO apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Too much happened there. It's too early for that card. Oh, I was 5. Bing. Oh, I got some little overalls. Ooh, crap. Well, good thing I have the shoes. There we go. So there's our star. So now we got to figure out how to get all through all this mess. Which blocks the break. All that fun stuff. Get to the star. That's it. Give me that bubble gum. There we go. I did. Thanks for pointing that out, Uber. Yeah, I've done a couple. I was working on the whole Wonder Boy series. I need to get back to it. Next would be Dragon's Trap. I need to do the video on Dragon's Trap. And then I may kind of go back and redo the first video I did for my quote-unquote comeback and redo Monster World video. And I intended to cover the remake of Asha in Monster World, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I've lost my job a couple months, God, has it almost been a month and a half ago now? And it's been kind of crazy. So I've been working on some other stuff that got that website going, which anybody can check out. It's just imretroactive.com. Or I'm sorry. What did I end up having to buy? Someone stole my old URL and copied my old website. It is retroactivetv.com. That's right. Put some articles up, so I might do some more of that with that one and get back to the videos here soon. How do I get out of here? Seriously, how do I get out of here? There we go. Whoa, giant knife. Okay. Come back. Oh, I was forked. Yeah, see, this is a good example of one of the areas. It's not necessarily hard, but it just very suddenly, compared to other parts of this game, got just like hectic. There was a lot of things coming at you and stuff like that. It's a nice little mix while keeping it still very just kind of chill, enjoyable game. Get out of here. That does suck, Uber. I'm sorry. We can't. Having anything nice is a terrible idea. The soundtrack in this game is really interesting. They kind of go through these happy, bubbly tracks, and then just random levels like this one. They have this very atmospheric track. Reminds me a lot of like Rayman, a lot. That was a game, or Spyro later. Both those were games that had very just kind of these atmospheric stuff going on, rather than the usual, you know, soundtrack and theme songs and things like that. Ah, crap. Thought I could just duck. But I can't. I love the random bowling balls, too, which is such a weird thing. Some wine filling up. Not sure why they give me this power up here. There's no enemies. They seem to do that in a lot of places. I don't really want to use it. There we go. Killed that guy. Because what I really want to do is come up here. Wait. Oh, I can't break those. Well, that's a shame. How do I get in that secret area? Ah, crap. Well. We'll just get out of here. It's just going to be a mini game of counting birds again. Whatever. Oop. Little scrolling level. Probably my least favorite levels of any video game of any time. This is no exception. Too slow. That's the bad thing about these on this game, because it is such a, again, like I've said it like a million times, very calm, chill little platformer. This level just kind of doesn't scroll haphazardly. It doesn't scroll quickly. There's just really not a lot of happening. So these are my least favorite in this game for a different reason than usual other games when it comes to scrolling levels. Usually it's because it's too much and it's too fast, and you're just kind of like crazy, and this one is just because like there's just nothing happening. I'd rate the difficulty of this game kind of like a medium. There's definitely some challenges. If you can do it on a scale of 1 to 10 or something like that, it's a solid 5. There's a couple challenges. There is some decent platforming, like there, if I would have jumped too early, that would have fell and I wouldn't have been able to get to this, that kind of stuff. There is some platforming choices you have to make. There are some bosses that are a little difficult. But overall, for anybody that's a seasoned gamer at all, or just half decent at video games, you can probably beat this in a single sitting. So I wouldn't rate it very high. It's a great game for any of us old people now who are starting to have kids and stuff like that, who want to like introduce a kid to like a retro game that's not Mario, that's still in the same vein. Perfect for it. I mean, they'll find it challenging still, but also at the same time, mostly just have fun. Yeah, no problem. Oop. Watch out for the giant oranges. Not our vitamin C. There's always a hint in the little, opening cutscenes about what to do eventually in these worlds, and for some reason this one is like almost at the end, and then you get to these champagne bottles and they fire you off and stuff like that. See, that one was a little bit more of a secret because you can't get it to it from that side, so you kind of have to see it and come back here, or notice it on your way up and then go back down. There we go. There's all 5 of our stars. He's so happy about it. I love the pixel art here. Come on, get up there. Fine. Oh, definitely. Definitely a 10 on visual. I mean, it's just... They really spent some good time on that. Really making it just great little pixel art game, for sure. Like, if this came out now as, like, some indie title, this would be, like, one of those, like, indie darlings kind of things where everybody just loves it because of the art and stuff like that. I have no doubts. I mean, Hudson was no fool of a company. The people kind of dissed them a lot because, their main focus was the TurboGrafx 16, which really didn't do well over here, and, a lot of their other games, most people don't really know them by name, even if when it comes to, like, Bomberman and stuff, but they did a lot of really fun games, and they had a pretty large catalog of stuff. And it's surprising sometimes what they actually have. And I think very similar to a Sega situation, they just didn't treat, their 2 divisions between the East and the West in a good way. So, especially over here in the US, we just kind of missed out on a lot of their best stuff all the time. Alright, to our little ghost house of this level. So we can take on the boss after that. Delicious, delicious ghost house. This weird donut guy. And gingerbread dogs. So adorable. So adorable. And then a rocket for some reason. Jerk. I like how he, like, disintegrates on impact like he's made of frosting, but it's still weird that it's a rocket. It doesn't fit the theme at all. Ah, wow. Biffing it over here. Come on. Oh. My first death, not of my own making. Oh, it means I lost my shoes. You lose all of your power-ups when you die one time. It's not like a game over situation. If you lose a life one time, you lose all your power-ups, which is unfortunate, especially as we get near a boss and stuff. Slow down a bit, not get hit again. There we go. Back to green. Wait a minute. There's the key. Ooh. Oh, come on. I was on top of him. There's our exit. See you, Omega. Thanks for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for chatting and stuff. Hope to see you again. Subscribe, like, all that. No, whatever crap. All right, here's our first boss. Or our second boss. This weird little chef guy they draw for some reason, for no reason at all. It's not even like they draw him in icing. I always thought this was so weird. They just sketch him out on the wall. I like the music though. Oof. Missed that jump. Come on. I'm not hitting him. Wish I could hit him when he was spinning. It makes this fight longer than it needs to be, probably. There we go. Got him. Again, real short, real easy. Please let me rest. I'm so sleepy. Just spits this accordion out. The accordion has the power to let you compose Weird Al songs. All right, World 3 here.
coffee. Delicious, life-giving coffee. You can climb on curtains. All right. Ooh. This is probably, yeah, of the first few worlds, this is the one that kind of finally starts kicking in kind of the more weirdness of the level design. Because it's just kind of, all of these levels in this world kind of circle a lot. There's just like a lot of no reason to have the level, basically. You can go all the way up and going around, but there's usually not a reason to. It's usually what you need to do is like right in front of you. And they just, I almost feel like a lot of these are padding, I should say. Like, I think all of this down here is padding. Yeah, that's a false exit. So all of that was padding. No reason to go down there at all. Nothing to find. Ah, crap. Did I screw up? I might have screwed up. I don't think I can get back up there. Wait. Well, there's the star. So there's the star. Yeah, and I don't think I can get back up to the actual exit, so I have to do it again for no reason. Okay, this time, don't go the bottom route. Get out of here, music. Let the timpani rocket me up. And then it should just be, there might be a little, yeah, a couple little collectibles back here. Mostly just getting out. Ah, stupid mice, rats. Yeah, some music notes. I'm not gonna worry about going back and getting those. Weird pirate rats. I'm gonna call it pirates because they have an eye patch. I mean, what else makes a pirate but an eye patch and a bandana, right? And that's the real exit. There we go. And again, kind of all padding. I already got the star, so this is all just extra now. So a false exit early on to get the star, and then a whole other section on top, and and then this to go to. At least you get the bowling ball. Have fun with that. And that is a little mini game. Let's see if I can get there. There we go. Maybe this is a more enjoyable one than the count things. There should be one where you like have to shoot almost play like a mini duck hunt, basically. Yeah, shoot the toy birds perfectly. I like this one.
Not that it's hard or really that entertaining, but it's better than the count stuff as it flies across the screen. Oof. Missed. And one more. 70th, whatever that is. And a 1-up. Perfect. Dropped my bowling ball. Ooh. As you see, they get a little fancy here with this front overlay of these curtains. Just a little distracting. Little distracting. These weird rats throwing, I think, cheese? Kind of looks more like a piece of pie, but I'm going to assume it's like a slice of cheese. You know, because they're rats. But such a waste of cheese. Ooh. Aw. Little hidden area. Just to collect the little music notes. Get yourself a 1-up if you can get them all. Which we can't because we don't have any boots. If we had boots, we could get more of them. I missed the star in that one. Crap. Now I gotta do it again. Or at least find the star. I've already got the goal, so. Is it down here somewhere? Probably. No? Interesting. It was not. Don't need to go. Is it further up? Did I not go high enough? Yes, that's where they have it hidden this time. Yep. Those jerks. Oh, come on. I had to go all the way back down. Jump through there. There we go. Now I can start and select. Or is it just select? There it is. Just select. My bad. Yeah. So that's a nice little quick way to do that if you miss something. Just hit select. Don't hit it on accident, because you can pretty much do it at any point in time. You don't even have to beat the level the first time. At least I don't think so. Alright. Chat died. Was Omega the life of the party? Uber's just over there eating nosh and pizza, probably. I think I should have gone the other way. See, so that's the actual exit. I don't want to do that yet. Yeah, that's the false exit. Yeah. Ah, crap. Stupid balls. I can jump on them, but I can't touch them on the side at all. Oh, fine. Ah, crap. I should have went to the right. And I gotta probably leave and come back. Yep. Yeah, see, I didn't have to beat the level. I can just select out of it and start over. Trying to sync your Chromecast with your PC? I've never had a Chromecast, but I have so many other streaming devices, it doesn't even matter anymore what I have. I have like 2 Rokus. I have one sitting here for no reason at all. I don't use it down here. But they're so cheap. Okay, there is no just going right. Or is there? Did I miss it? Is it over here? Yes. No? That's where I was before. What am I missing here? Here's where I needed to go. That way. There's the correct way to go. Yeah, I noticed that. The new Chromecasts are basically just a streaming thing like anything else now. Wait. How am I supposed to get up there? Alright, well, whatever. I have a really old Roku, too, that I got randomly from someone. That I keep around simply because it can go through composite, so I can use it on old CRTs. So I just keep it around because it can still work. I still miss the star. I did. Where's
Where's the star in this level? Or did I get it? I did not. 'Cause, yeah, I can't. Ugh. This one probably just has a second exit. I just don't realize it. Wasting my time here. Yep. Oh, and I pressed up again on accident. I've never used my RetroPie for anything outside of playing video games on it. I never installed Kodi and all that stuff, but I never really did either. With my hacked Xbox, did all that stuff, XMBC and Kodi and all that kind of stuff. I never did that. Same with my Wii. I don't know. It's one of those things like I want to, and then I just never really do it. And a couple times I've like installed it on something. I was like, seems like a lot of effort. I just want to watch content. Come on. No? Not gonna make it? There we go. Wasted all that time in that first part of this level. I know I said I just played through this, and I'm surprised I don't remember more, but... I don't. My memory sucks. Never been great to begin with. Nah, I'm in my 30s. Now my memory is terrible. I probably should redo something with my RetroPie. I have one, and then I played around with it for a while. It was real fun. I just bought one of the kits that had like everything with it, the SD card and all that stuff, and got me a little NES shaped case for it and all that kind of stuff, and I really enjoyed it, and I had it all set up. And then I screwed up the setup because I tried to use it on a CRT. I probably just need to start over, but what I want to do is build an arcade cabinet with it. I actually have a whole cabinet, and I just never got around to it. And do the actual joystick and all that kind of stuff. Retro Flag, SNES Pi, and the controller is really nice. I have one of those Buffalo NES controllers that were on Amazon for like ever that everybody suggested, and they're actually really nice. It's a pretty nice little USB controller. You gonna throw the cheese? Thanks. Throw the cheese.
Finally, a star right out in the open. Didn't have to guess. Ah. No. The background on this really reminds me, you know, this is stained glass windows. Obviously, there weren't really any stained glass in it, but it's just, I guess the coloring and the style of it kind of really reminds me of the All-Stars remake of Super Mario Brothers and all the backgrounds they did for that to kind of give it a little more life and stuff, like in the castles. Sorry, bumped the mic. Yeah, you're probably right, Uber. I can probably just put it in there and edit the file. I probably just need to do it. I don't really have a reason to have it anymore. It's just sitting over there, so that's another reason why I don't use it. I mean, I have an NES, SNES, N64, PC Engine, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast, Wii, Wii U, hacked Wii, GameCube, that, while it doesn't have a Xeon chip, it has the Switch to make it, you know, either Japanese or US, and then PS3, a hacked Xbox, and then I have EverDrives for many of those. So I just don't have a reason to have my Pi anymore. So until I'm like finally gonna sit down and make an arcade cabinet, it just kind of is pointless. But I probably could still do something fun with it. I just need to make myself do something fun with it. I think the most useful for me would be to set it up in a different room with one of my 2 CRTs and just have it like that. But then again, someone might be giving me a Wii soon, so then I might just do that, because then that's prime. If I put my hacked Wii, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll put the hacked Wii on the CRT with actual composite like it used to be and really get that nostalgia kick. And then use the new one down here with component cables for Wii and GameCube stuff. I don't know, tough decision. Or I can hack both of them. So I kind of like having one stock. I might just keep one stock. Or just buy a third one. Just have 3. So I have one stock, and then 2 hacked ones for no reason. Ah, I'm getting hit. Not paying attention. Throw the cheese, climb over the cheese. Throw the cheese, climb past the cheese. Use the little mouse head. Go down, I think? Nope, not that way. No! Alright, another minigame. What do we got? Ah, more shooting the birds. Boop. Sad little toy birds. Oh, wow, I missed twice. Well, I crap score now. I'm not going to get anything but some more overalls. Back up. I have a frog in my throat. Ah. Oh man, I didn't mean to fall. Jump over the pit. Ugh. Okay. I love the Wii too. I mean, I know it was popular when it came out, obviously, but a lot of people still acted like it was such a, you know, childish system, and I had a blast with it, and it's quickly, have been forgotten. But I still love it. Ha! There's the star. There's all 5 stars for this one. Now we can fight the boss. You have an Apple CRT? I would like to see that. You should post a picture of that in the Discord sometime, or tag me on Twitter with it. I would love to see that. The one thing I'm like really tempted to get into is like old Apple hardware. There's just something really fun about it. I really want an old, like the 90s multicolored iMac. I don't have like a super lot of memories with it, but I definitely used it in school for a lot of different things. That was like the first place I ever played Warcraft on and stuff, and I've wanted one for a while. Ah, stupid jerk. There we go. Out of that level. Console's scarce to buy. I got my Wii right at launch. I actually managed to get one at a Walmart. Walked in. A guy I knew from school was like working me on the counter. I just asked him. He's like, well, actually, and surprisingly, there was like 2 of us actually at the register, and they had 2. At least they said they did. They probably had more. But so I got to get one pretty close to launch. Yeah, I'd say the Wii was the beginning of the things being very scarce when they first launched with Nintendo. Such beautiful accordion playing. Now you can dive in the water. So technically they're kind of like, there's levels you can go back and now dive underwater and find secrets, but this game doesn't have much of an incentive to do that. But there is a couple stuff that if we end up going back to the beginning, or I don't know if we'll make it today, but if I do this again later, stuff like that might be useful. But you know, it's kind of funny. They have some explorable areas that you can't get to until now. I love this lights on and off mechanic here. You just see his eyeballs. It's cute. Wow. Wow. The Owen Wilson enemy in the game. Nope, didn't make it. No, I didn't. There we go. Wait. Okay, how do I get down in there? Can I come over here? Nope. Crap. I have to... There we go. Fortunately, do it that way. Go back around. Ooh, one up. Definitely want to get that. Let's see if I can. I probably should have left one of the. Ugh. Yep. I should have left one of the little pieces. And oop. Oh no. Crap. I do not want to go all the way back around. So let's see if I can get out of that. There we go. Exit. All right, got this boss. Can't remember how difficult he is. Oh yeah, he's a bit annoying. This guy kind of sucks. He hangs out above you the whole time. Just one of those. Like, he's always just kind of up here. You have a very small window to hit him. Again, not super hard. You can dodge most of his stuff. He's just kind of annoying. Man, that frog in my throat. Yeah, that's kind of your best choice to hit him during that attack, but then that makes this last forever. Ooh. Ah. Screwed that one up. Come on. You can get him during this one at least. Ooh, but I jumped right into him like a dummy. I kind of forgot you could actually do that. You can hit his cards and hit him towards him, and that'll hurt him too. Ooh, oh crap. I only got one more hit. Come on. I don't want to play him again. Ah, how many more hits does this guy need? Got him, finally. Just one. Just one was the answer. Watching Beast Wars on it? Now that I like. I haven't watched Beast Wars in forever. I used to love that show. It was definitely my favorite of the Transformers. I never was a huge Transformers fan, but I loved Beast Wars. How was I beaten by a kid with the bubble blower? That's World 3. Stand on your mouse. So I don't know if we'll make it. I have about 30 minutes left. I'm looking at my non-existent watch. About 30 minutes left. We might make it to this boss. That previous boss and this one are definitely some of the more, like, I don't want to say challenging, but they're definitely, they just do a lot of stuff that, you know, you have to jump over and wait, jump over and wait, and you can get ahead of you pretty fast. And this one's even worse than the last one. This does, yeah, neat little surfboard, as they call it. I mean, they call it neat, and it is. It's a neat little surfboard. Level. Yeah. She'll make you fall in love. That is a big CRT if you got to put it on the dining room table. Oh. Oh. Instant death. So these guys are really easy to catch you off guard the first time you play. Because they actually, yeah, if you notice, their spears actually have an arc to them. Like a real spear. Like they eventually have a fall. And it's just, I remember the first time I ever played this game, I just didn't expect that at all. Because, you know, it's a video game, right? They're just going to throw all the way across the screen, never stop. So I just kind of ducked, and it just lands right on you. You can't duck. You have to jump over it and dodge it entirely. This is really sucky too. Those green things that don't look like they're part of the foreground are actually can hurt you. So getting that is hazardous. There's a couple little tricks in here. They throw in some tricks for sure. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. But a really easy star to get. Little dive bombing birds out of nowhere. Yeah, again, it's another level with some atmosphere too for some reason. I love the big background too, which is basically, I think, supposed to be the whole level. I just assumed there was something down there for me to go to, and there was not, so that was stupid. There should be something down here. There it is. My dog's getting restless over here, sitting next to me. He wants to leave. He's like, "Are we done? I want to go do something else." Little happy frog on the goal sign. Congo Capers. Never played Congo Capers. I stopped buying for the Super Nintendo just because it's gotten so hard to buy for. There's a bunch of games. That's why I kind of went with the EverDrive on there. Like, if I still find like a good deal on an NES or Genesis game and I really want it, I might still buy it, even though I have EverDrives for them. But Super Nintendo, a lot of the half-decent games are just, I think, way too pricey now. It's kind of gotten the same way with GameCube. Unfortunately, I'd really like to collect more for the GameCube again. But wow, just some of the games. Come on, pop it. No? Okay. Whee! And there's our star. Love Mylon's little doggy paddle he's got going on here. It's so cute. $130 Genesis titles is a lot. I mean, yeah, I don't have a very large collection either. I mean, it's to people who aren't really into this, I have a very large collection of video games, but to people who are really into it, I have a very tiny collection of video games. So it's definitely an interesting contrast, but I have some pretty like good price items and stuff like that I've kept since I was a kid, and then a couple I picked up way before retro got cool and all that kind of stuff, and kind of just held on to those. And I only really pick up things when I'm like, I really want to have that as a physical copy or something like that. There we go. Guess the things between the things. This, and this? Okay. Shoe, head, bowling ball, shoe. Shoe, head, shirt. Shoe, bowling ball. This is like the best I've ever done on one of these, I think. Oh, geez. I think? Nope. I made it to level 5 that time. Woo! One up. One up. He was so excited about it. This is gonna be pointless, but yeah, it's gone. Yeah, I could have used it right there. There's our star. Make sure we don't miss it. Wow, stop it. Our star. Oop. Dang it. Stupid dive-bombing birds. Yeah, Austin's very much a voice of reason in video game collecting, which is funny because he collects and sells a lot. He has for a long time. He'll go through whole things and then purge his collection and then buy a bunch of stuff back and purge his collection. But it's still, even with that, he's quite more a voice of reason than a lot of people who are just like, just buy it all, buy whatever you want. And there's just, especially now with EverDrives and ODEs, and there's not a reason to always spend that kind of money on stuff. You know, it used to be there was no other way and all that kind of stuff. But now, I mean, if you're like, man, that's really expensive, I don't know if I'm really going to enjoy it at that price, don't buy it, because there's another way to play it. But if it's something you love and you know you really want a physical copy of it, you know, definitely enjoy it, get what you want. Like, I just did that with a couple GameCube games, and they were more pricey than I really probably wanted to spend, but I just, for being one of my favorite systems, I don't have enough of games of it. I end up getting rid of a bunch. Getting rid of a bunch right after the Wii kind of like faded out. I'm not really sure why I did that. I think they were just like, they're mostly just cheap throwaway ones. But I still have, like, you know, nostalgia for them. Like, man, I wish I had kept that one. I did that with a few Wii games too. Like, I don't have the original Sonic Colors anymore. Or the first, you know, Super Mario Wii and all that kind of stuff. Like, I didn't keep those, and I should have. Because now I gotta buy them back, and they're not super expensive, but probably more than I really want to spend for those titles. So I should have just held on to them. Come on, do your little thingy. There we go. Go down. Watch out for the harpoon guys. Where am I supposed to be going? Oof. There's our star. And there's all 5 stars. I'm sure there's a secret down here. Did I get it? I did. Oh, yep, just some more clothes. Keep my boy well in fashion. All right. So I think next is the spooky house, our ghost house. After we talk to our composer, and then the boss, and that should probably take us right at 8:30. Pretty good little timing on that. I'm a student of Gawa. Some beautiful trumpet playing. I can hit a twinkling bubble. Tadpoles in the water. This one is a little bit of a puzzle, if I recall. Yep. Just gotta go down and around. Hit the switch. Come all the way back here. Avoid all the tadpoles. Rude, rude tadpoles. I guess we can call this one more of a ghost cave than a house. Hey now. Ah, that's rude. I should have hit him first. I didn't think about it. Yep, now I gotta go back so I can hit that one. Woo! I don't think there's anything useful over there. I don't feel like it. Maybe I'll see what's there. And I made the wrong mistake. Made the wrong choice. Because there's just some clothes. It would have been helpful until I got hit to do it. Okay. Ah, wow. I am just dropping it everywhere. Come on. Don't want to have to redo this and then go back and step on it. I didn't hit him again, like an idiot. Dispose of him with my bubble wand. Okay, now to go back. Avoid this stupid tadpole.
Good, got some clothes back. Get out of here. And there's our key. That's it. We're out of there. Catch up on chat here. Yeah, we hope your kitty does well at the vet and gets that flushed. I know that's the scary stuff, is taking them there and having to do that kind of stuff for sure. All right, here's our boss. This boss sucks. This boss does suck. Quite a bit. I say that, and maybe I'll do really well, or I'll just jinx myself and I'm going to do terribly. I love that in, you know, Japanese games and stuff like that, there's always references to the lady in the lake with the golden axe and stuff like that. It cracks me up. Ah, crap. Come on. No. Eh. Wow, I did it in the first run. I cannot believe that. I usually screw that one up. Well, maybe she doesn't suck so bad. I just sucked last time I played. This is so unfair. I'm far too beautiful to have lost. Old woman. You sure are a mean old lady. I'll just talk to this. We've got, yeah, about 10 more minutes. I'll go ahead and just run through a level or two. Won't go too far. That's the best way to go about it, Uber. Just kind of, you know, have good times and make them comfortable and all that kind of stuff. And, I mean, fingers crossed and everything, but yeah, I've been there. Yeah, they call it a flute, but they call it's a translation, obviously. It's translation error. Because they call the actual flute previously a flute, and they call this a flute, but then later someone actually calls it an ocarina, which is what it is. So they just do that. There's another translation error later on, but this one's weird, and it's not like the words are wrong. They're just, the text doesn't flow right, and it like breaks the whole screen for a minute and comes back. It's funny. The ice is slippery. Everybody's favorite ice. Ice levels. Always the best. Alright, go through this one and then call it done for the day. My dog's giving me the sad eyes. He's like, I'm ready to go.
Also, I have to work, make money, I guess. I don't wanna, but just sit down here and play video games for the next 5 hours. Be great. Woo! Dang it. Just run! And there's our star. Might as well just go back. My cat sitting at the top of the stairs, wondering why the door's closed. All the animals are getting their point now. They're ready for their morning routine. Oh no! Watch out, seal. And there's our goal. All right, so that's it for this. I don't want to go too far into this because if I come back to it, I got to replay this whole level. This has a really weird. This doesn't have a save feature like Super Mario World or any other game like this at the time for some reason. There's no battery backup, and it's only a password. And you only get the password if you die, which I have them all from playing this game before. But you only get the password if you die, which is so weird. So if you just want to quit, you're kind of SOL, you know, you've got no other choice. But I have the password, so I don't know if next time I stream I'll come back to this on this level, or if I'm going to play a different game, I'll figure that out later. But thanks to Uber for sure for inviting people, and thanks to everybody else that stopped by. I really appreciate it. And anybody watching in the future, thanks so much for checking this out. Hopefully I get to do these more often in the morning and stuff like that, maybe occasionally on a weekend or an evening. I'm just going to see how it rolls. Don't want to make too many promises. I'm not going to do any schedules or anything like that. But yeah, thanks so much, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you next time.